How much can you sell a Cub Buddy for? Cub Buddies are known to be some of the rarest items in all of Bee Swarm Simulator, but it can definitely be tough to know how much your Cub is worth. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a complete guide to Cub values. I'll be explaining to you guys how many star signs each of these Cub Buddies is worth, while also explaining when and if you should be selling your Cub Buddies. Alright, so first of all, let's start with the Noob Cub, after which we can move on to really important things like the Stick Cub or even the Bee Cub. And of course, Doodle Cub. Now, the Noob Cub used to be extremely rare. Like, don't get me started, this thing was worth a solid 20 signs a few months ago. But then people realized, wait, why am I paying 20 signs for this piece of Play-Doh noob skin? Yeah, no, it looks horrible, it sucks, no one wants one anymore. So, as of today, Noob Cubs are currently worth around 9 to 10 signs. Of course, if you're buying one, you want to try and get one for 9. If you're selling it, you want to get it to 10. You can keep your Noob Cub right now, you can trade it away. This is one of those Cubs where it doesn't really matter right now whether you trade it or keep it, but it might be worth keeping in case the price goes up and you can sell it for more. Now, next up, we're moving on to the Star Cub. Now, I will really quickly say, since you've made it this far into the video, it is important that you know that these values are currently of today's standards. So if you are watching this video halfway through September in a month, these might not be completely accurate. I'll show you guys later in the video where you can find the current Cub values, but just know that if you're not watching this video within the first few weeks of its release, some of these might be a little bit off. So just keep that in mind. Now, of course, the Star Cub itself is worth around 7 signs. I know you might think that's stupid because you have to pay 12 signs to get it, but if you do pay those 12 signs, that means you get them on the stack, meaning essentially people are really only willing to pay around 7 signs for a Star Cub, and if not 7, then it's usually like 6 signs with some ads. So yeah, Star Cub is currently worth around 6 to 7 signs. Stick Cub, on the other hand, oh my gosh, this is probably one of the craziest things that has ever happened to a Cub Buddy. For those of you who don't know, Bumblebee Man's quest is of course the hardest thing in the world, requiring a ton of new stickers this year, one of those stickers being the Stick Cub skin. Yeah, you need a Cub skin to turn in BBM's quest this year, and it is not looking pretty for the Stick Cub economy. 30 days ago, you could buy a Stick Cub skin for 2 star signs. 2! One for each of my brain cells. I know, right? It's perfect. But ever since then, people have started reaching BBM, especially in the last 2 weeks. There are now hundreds of players that have reached BBM, and the Stick Cub skin has skyrocketed in price. You know how I said a Stick Cub was worth about 2 signs a month ago? Yeah, try telling that to the judge, bro. Now it's worth 8. I'm literally not kidding right now. These things are worth anywhere from 5 to 10 signs, mainly just depends on who you're buying it from. If you're currently trying to buy one for BBM, I would say try and find one for about 5 signs, because there are people that will sell them for 5. But if you look on the trading market, you can find people selling them and buying them for up to 10 to 11 signs. Heck, yesterday I saw someone trade a peppermint skin for a Stick Cub. Yeah, the price went up. So if you yourself have an extra Stick Cub skin right now, I would recommend please do not trade that away. Nah, who am I kidding? You want to trade that away. I'm assuming in about 2 to 3 weeks, the Stick Cub skin will hit its peak in value, and then eventually it'll start going down a few signs. So right now is the prime time to sell your Stick Cub skins if you have any. Of course, if you need it for BBM, go ahead and save it, but know that you can get a heck ton of star signs if you sell one right now. After that is the Robo Cub. Not too much to say on this thing. There are other Cubs that are more interesting, like the Doodle Cub or the Bee Cub. Currently, the Robo Cub is worth about 4 signs. It hasn't really changed that much in price over the last couple of weeks. You know, it's kind of the same. Sure, it looks cool, but if you're trying to get a Cub, I wouldn't recommend this one. Like I said, it's worth 4 signs. You might as well try and save up 3 more and get a Star Cub skin, because in my opinion, they look way cooler. Now, after that is the Brown Cub skin, and you don't really see these often. They're kind of interesting. You can get them at any point in the year using Brown Bear's quest, which is why they're so hard to pinpoint with the price. But as of right now, Brown Cub skins are worth about 11 signs. Now, if you have one of these things, I don't recommend you trade it away. They're just nice to have, you know? Not everyone has one, honestly. Despite them being insanely rare, yeah, they really are sadly only worth like 11 signs. So if you want to buy one, go ahead. But honestly, I think it's much more worth it to just macro the quest on your own. Literally just use Natero macro, go to quests, enable Brown Bear. It's really that easy. Now, after that is the Doodle Cub. Now, we all know that this thing was added very recently. So while the price was pretty high as soon as the Doodle Cub came out, it's currently sitting at around 6 signs in value. For high end, it costs 7 signs. So once again, kind of just depends on who you're buying it from. Of course, you want to try and buy one for 6 signs, although I really wouldn't recommend buying one. The BBR quests are hard, but you still have like 45 days to do them. So if you want to get a Doodle Cub skin, I think it's much more worth it to just try and get it yourself. You might save yourself a couple of signs. Not to mention, if you do have one of these, you should not be trading it away. After Beesmas ends, these things only go up in value. So while they're worth 6 to 7 signs, they could be worth like 15 in a year's time. And that's unrealistic. More like 10. But the price will go up, so save your doodle skins for now. After that, we have the Peppermint Robo Cub, which was obtained last year in Bear's quests. Very painful quests, might I add. I did complete them. Man, they did suck though. But yes, if you would like to obtain one, they're worth about 10 to 11 signs, sometimes more depending on who you get them from. It doesn't really matter if you trade them or give them away right now. They're just kind of here, but they do look pretty nice. After that is the Snow Cub, which is kind of a fan favorite if you didn't know. These things were worth a solid 20 something signs a few weeks ago. Now they're worth about 17 signs. That's how much it costs to get a Snow Cub. For the people who are really trying to get expensive, they will sell one for about 18 signs, but 17 is a really good price as of right now. And honestly, it does look pretty cool, so I would say it's worth the price. So I would not recommend trading them away because, you know, they might go up in value again. Now, of course, we're all waiting for that glorious Bee Cub skin price. It's so hard to tell what they're worth these days. And I do have an answer for you guys, but very, very fast, we got to cover that Gingerbread Cub. As of right now, the Gingerbread Cub is currently worth, you know, 7 to 8 signs. That's what people usually seem to want. So if you're lucky, you can trade a Gingerbread Cub for a Stick Cub, but they are indeed very nice. The value has kind of stayed the same over the past few months, so I think you're pretty safe to both hold on to it and trade it away. It's pretty much kept its value of about 7 signs. But now everyone's wondering about this big bad Bee Cub. When I got my Bee Cub, I got it for a Noob Cub and a Star Cub, which is about 17 signs in today's currency. So what is the Bee Cub worth now? Is it still worth 17 signs? Heck no. Now, I will say we did catch it at a good time. A few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure I saw Bee Cubs going for over 100 signs. There was a time when these things also used to cost about 50 signs. Now, though, the current economy puts them at about 38 signs in value. That's right, 38 star signs for a Bee Cub. Now, usually you don't see people trading 38 individual star signs. They'll trade Cubs or Gingerbread Cubs and stuff. They'll trade a bunch of Cubs with the value of about 38 signs. Now, if you do have one of these, it's up to you if you want to keep it or trade it away. The value is always fluctuating and going nuts. Not to mention they are the rarest Cub in the game, so I would recommend you try and hold on to them. But that's only because of, you know, the importance it holds to possibly just you. If you were around for the Bee Cub when it came out, it probably means a lot more to you. If you started playing within the last year or two, it's probably not worth keeping. Just make sure that when you do sell your Bee Cub, you sell it for a good price. As of right now, once again, 38 signs. Now, by the way, I recently hosted a huge sticker giveaway. We gave away stickers for about an hour, stickers that people needed for Beesmas. We gave away some vouchers, and of course, YouTube stickers as well. I live stream giving them away every couple of days, so if you don't want to miss those live streams and want to grab yourself some free stickers, you don't even have to subscribe. Just hit the bells. It's way more effective, and you'll be notified as soon as I go live. So thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Face cam videos coming soon if you don't want to miss those. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.